Welcome to the Explainer. Look, if you're deep in exam season right now, kind of feeling that syllabus stress piling up, just take a deep breath. You are in exactly the right place. Today, we're delivering a high-yield, structured revision explainer specifically for the new AQA Business Topic 3.1.1, which is all about business and objectives. And my goal today isn't just to read definitions at you, boring, right? It's to give you the precise tools, the frameworks, and those little mark scheme secrets that literally translate directly into exam marks. So get your notebooks ready because we're going to make this complex topic incredibly clear and totally actionable.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. First up, the entrepreneurial mindset. Second, the business plan. And third, setting smart objectives.
Section 1. The entrepreneurial mindset, from idea to reality.
So why do people actually start businesses? Well, entrepreneurs set up shop for a whole variety of reasons, and the examiners really want to see that you understand this balance. First, obviously, we have financial motives. This is your classic drive for profit, building personal wealth, securing financial stability. But equally powerful are the non-financial motives. Many entrepreneurs are just driven by a deep desire for independence. They want to be their own boss. Or they're driven by strong ethical goals, like solving an environmental issue or launching a social enterprise. A top-tier exam answer always recognizes that business decision-making often involves a dilemma, constantly balancing that hard drive for profit right alongside those personal or ethical motives.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that this specific 6-trait checklist is brand new to the updated AQA spec. You absolutely must memorize these exact 6 terms. An entrepreneur is officially defined by AQA as a visionary individual who is a risk-taker, resilient, focused, passionate, innovative, and adaptable. Think about Ben Francis from Gymshark, a really classic case study from your syllabus. He was a risk-taker, dropping out of uni to start the company. He was incredibly passionate, investing his own savings, literally learning to sew his own products. And that passion sustained the business in its early days and built the brand awareness that was absolutely crucial to his ultimate success.
All right, it's time to put this into practice. Active recall is how we secure those top grades, right? So I want you to pause the video now and complete task 1. Analyze, which targets assessment objective 3, how a specific entrepreneurial characteristic, such as being innovative, contributes to business success. Write down your answer and really focus on building a strong chain of reasoning. Go ahead and pause right now.
Welcome back. Okay, let's look at exactly how the examiners want you to structure that answer to get maximum AO3 marks. We're going to use Netflix as our context here, pulling directly from the AQA mark schemes. So, for AO1, your knowledge, you identify that Netflix uses research and development to protect its innovation. Easy enough. Then for AO2, application, you apply this to the context by stating that with significant R&D funds, Netflix can attract and retain the absolute top developers in the tech industry. Now for the crucial part, AO3 analysis. You don't just stop at having good developers. You build out the logical chain of reasoning. Having top developers leads to new digital technologies, which Netflix can then protect with patents. This legal protection prevents rivals from copying them, which ultimately creates a sustainable competitive advantage. See how that works? That step-by-step logic is exactly what Assessment Objective 3 requires.
Section 2. The business plan. Navigating the market.
Let's move to and see how this builds. A business plan is basically a comprehensive document outlining the goals, strategies, and financial forecasts of a business. Think of it as a roadmap for development and success. Its real core value lies in how it forces the entrepreneur to look at the road ahead. It is the ultimate tool for balancing risks, anticipating rewards, and figuring out how to allocate scarce resources effectively. And why do we even need that roadmap in the first place? Well, because of this word right here, competitiveness. The syllabus defines this as the ability of a business or product to outperform rivals in the market. The entire ultimate goal of your business plan is maintaining this competitiveness, especially when market conditions like consumer demand, inflation, shifting behaviors are constantly changing and creating all sorts of uncertainty. Time for your second active recall challenge. This time, we're focusing on Assessment Objective 4, Evaluation. I want you to really weigh the value of planning against the harsh reality of unpredictable markets. Pause the video now and complete Task 2. Assess the value of a business plan for maintaining competitiveness when market conditions are uncertain. Let's see how you did on that one. Top-tier evaluation isn't just cheerleading. You can't just say a business plan is a perfect, flawless document. To master AO4, your judgment needs some nuance. You have to acknowledge that a plan cannot protect against all risks. A fancy spreadsheet isn't going to stop a sudden cybersecurity breach or a massive global strategic shift, right?
Therefore, your concluding judgment should be that the true value of a business plan isn't in guaranteeing success, but rather in figuring out how best to allocate resources. And a truly fantastic evaluation. It will also bring in the concept of opportunity cost, recognizing that by planning to invest resources in one area to stay competitive, the business sacrifices the next best alternative. That level of critical thinking is what scores the very top marks.
Section 3. Setting SMART objectives, the updated criteria.
So, we've got the entrepreneur and the overarching business plan. And now we need to break all of that down into actionable targets. The AQA specification has actually updated the SMART criteria. It now stands for specific, measurable, accountable, realistic, and time-bound. So the crucial point is, I need you to mentally circle, highlight, and memorize Step 3, accountable. It means someone actually has to take the blame or the credit. It assigns clear, direct responsibility for the objective to a specific person or department. Now, older textbooks might say agreed or achievable for the A, but listen to me, if you use those old definitions in your exam, you risk losing marks. Don't do it.
Consider this phrase for a second. We want to make more money. No way. This is a terrible, incredibly vague objective. It's a classic example of what businesses should absolutely avoid if they actually want to succeed. Think about it. It's not specific, there's zero timeline, and literally no one is being held accountable if it fails.
So let's fix it. For your final exercise, I want you to actively apply this updated framework. Pause the video now and complete Task 3, a SMART transformation exercise, converting that vague goal, we want to make more money, into a formal, proper objective using the updated SMART criteria. And make sure someone is specifically accountable.
And this brilliantly illustrates the power of the SMART framework. Listen to this updated version. The marketing director is strictly accountable for increasing total sales revenue by 10% before Q4 of this financial year. Boom. We have a specific metric, total sales revenue. It's measurable, 10%. It is strictly accountable. The marketing director owns this whole thing. It's realistic and it's time-bound before Q4. See what we did there? We completely transformed a vague wish into a razor-sharp, actionable strategic tool.
To wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a really vital question that bridges this specific topic to the rest of your syllabus. As your syllabus defines it, strategic drift happens when the strategy pursued by a business no longer fits with the environment around it. So if a business plan is your roadmap and SMART objectives are your specific destinations, how will you use these exact tools to ensure your business stays adaptable, maintains its competitiveness, and ultimately avoids strategic drift? Mastering these foundational concepts is literally the master key to unlocking the entire A-level syllabus. Keep reviewing these core principles, keep practicing those logical chains of reasoning, and I will see you in the next explainer.